Oil has hit its highest level in 8 weeks today. That's after U.S. stockpiles dropped more than expected in the latest week. China unveiled additional stimulus, and a fire damaged a huge Rosneft refinery in Russia. It's being attributed to a drone attack by Ukraine. Let's decipher all these movements. We are joined by Rory Johnston, founder of Commodity Context. Rory, it's great to talk to you. Thanks for coming on the show. Maybe you could put up a 1 year or 5 year chart for oil again, because oil's been stuck in this pretty narrow band. Apparently, the algorithmic-minded traders are looking for a breakout as a signal to buy.
Yeah, and as you noted, this is the highest level we're at in 8 weeks since since November, and definitely the first time this year we've broken definitively above $80 a barrel on a Brent basis. So as of right now, we're just at about $81.50, highest level in ages. And I think there are a bunch of things coming together to support this. And the question is whether or not some of these temporary factors will prove more durable and whether the barrel can hang on to these gains. So if we look at some of those factors that have tightened us, at least temporarily, as you noted, we had a very, very large drawdown in commercial petroleum stocks in the United States on a total basis, including crude and refined products, which is in this case largely going to be factoring for propane and other NGLs. Largest actually weekly decline in history on a weekly basis, which is just a very, very large number. And this is, of course, driven overwhelmingly by this hyper cold freeze off event we had through a lot of the U.S., both through North Dakota and down into Texas and New Mexico and the Permian, upwards of about 1 million barrels a day of production lost during that week. Combine that with the, still these ongoing disruptions we have from the Red Sea crisis and this rerouting, I had expected some of this to, tighten spot markets temporarily. And that's what we're seeing, at least in the futures curves and contracts for difference in the North Sea, all at very, very tight levels, all backwardated, all showing tightness. I think the question is going to be is, once we move past the effects of the freeze off, once some of the flows from these diverted Red Sea cargoes begin to normalize, is that pressure going to maintain? And is OPEC going to get kind of that victory medal here for finally managing to tighten the market after obviously so long trying?
Rory, can we jump ahead to Trans Mountain? It looks as though the expansion is going to start filling up with oil in the next few weeks. I'm seeing March, I'm seeing February. Do you think that will decisively narrow differentials in the long term, or does that remain to be seen?
So I think there's a couple things to think about here. So, I treat the steady state, assuming normal relationships between light and heavy crude, a steady state normal differential for WCS of about $13 to $15 under WTI. Right now, we're at our tightest level in a couple months, back since November as well, for WCS in Hardisty at about $17.50 a barrel. So tighter, but still in kind of this, relatively weaker level, indicating surplus demand in excess of pipeline capacity. Once TMX starts up, I expect that to begin to fall back towards that $13 to $15 level. And I think even more importantly than that kind of level it's going to reach temporarily is the fact that we're going to dramatically reduce the probability of these big kind of expensive and deleterious blowouts in the differential like we saw in Q4 of last year. I think the one rub here, though, is I think some people are expecting differentials to structurally fall, even lower, something like under $10 a barrel on a normal basis going forward. And I disagree. I think that, when you think about, while that might be true for barrels that actually make it through TMX and into the West Coast, economics in basin in and around Hardisty and Alberta will remain to be driven by the weakest barrel rather than these barrels, which I think will be comparatively stronger. So I think that's the difference. Is it's going to be good news, definitely, but I think not quite as good as some people are hoping for.